Hey everyone, my name's Chris Lambert. On this channel, we talk Kanye West. And today we have a tweet from Michael Homsey, which Michael is a great follow on Twitter for Kanye fans. So highly recommend following Michael. Shout out Michael. He said Donda's description on Apple Music has now changed, and indeed it has. It now says Yeezy's 10th solo album features a wealth of the MC's favorite voices, highlighting the fact that there's a bazillion featured artists on this album, which is, there's still a lot of Kanye, but there are a ton of featured artists, okay, what's this a change from? You may remember in our video the other day about Hurricane not dropping as a single and why we thought it might, one of the things that we pointed out was that the Apple description for Donda was, hear Hurricane featuring Lil Baby in The Weeknd and pre-save Kanye's 10th LP. This is language you use if Hurricane is the first single from the album. So you can listen to Hurricane, but just pre-save the rest of the album. So this seemed to indicate that Hurricane was coming as a single. It made sense as Hurricane was the only song listed, and we saw that it had been uploaded in various points and places. So the change from a focus on Hurricane to a focus on just what the album is offering overall signifies to me, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but it signifies to me that the focus is off of Hurricane dropping as a single, that we may not actually be having a single release anytime soon, which, maybe Thursday, Friday will come along and Hurricane suddenly appears and we're all just like, oh, there it is. But a change like this, I think you only make if you want to take the emphasis away from that happening. And, maybe they'll change it back when Hurricane does come out, if it does come out. But I think this just kind of shows another point that the album rollout has slowed down and that they're kind of pumping the brakes on anything coming out. So we'll see. I mean, next thing you know, we might have Hurricane removed as track 2 and it just goes back to saying track 2. There'll be a riot if that happens. So not really, I don't think this is like meteoric breaking news, but it is something in terms of how little info we have right now. Everything that we do get is kind of magnified. So this can feel more gloom and doom to some people. It might even feel like a sense of progress to others because they're like, well, they're updating things, right? They're updating things. So that must mean something's happening. Maybe, who knows? You can read it as good. You can read it as bad. It still feels kind of neutral. To me, it just speaks of whatever plans were in place have clearly shifted and we just don't know what's going to happen next, like what's going through Kanye's mind. So, of course, as more things happen, we'll update you with more videos. But for this one, it's at least something to note, to have in the archives for this rollout, but not much more to dive into. If you're enjoying the channel and you want to support us, the easiest way is to like, subscribe, comment, as any of those things tell YouTube this is a channel people like, so then they show it to others. So thank you to all of you who do that. We also have our podcast, Watching the Throne, a lyrical analysis of Kanye West. This is the thing we're most well known for. We've been doing this since 2015, doing deep dives into the meanings, themes, and nuance of every Kanye song and Kanye album. It will change how you listen to Kanye's music forever. Just even one episode, you'll be like, wow, I never thought about it that way before. That's our guarantee. But it's very conversational. It's very talkative. So there are times where you'll probably be like, these guys are talking way too much. And you may not agree with all of our conclusions, but I guarantee you that this is the best lyrical analysis of Kanye's discography that you'll find anywhere. And while you may not agree with everything, there's going to be something, as I said, in each episode that causes you to go like, wow, okay, that makes sense, and that's really cool. We also co-wrote season 8 of Dissect, doing the lyrical analysis of Yeezus. So if you liked Dissect season on Yeezus and respected the analysis there, hey, you're welcome. That was us. So we have seasons right now on College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, 808s and Heartbreak, Yay, Kids See Ghosts, and Jesus is King. You can listen to those on Apple, Spotify, Tidal, wherever you listen to podcasts. We are now starting to do video versions of the podcast that will be on YouTube. We're starting My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy this upcoming week with the initial preview episode as well as Dark Fantasy, which the Dark Fantasy episode is there's a lot going on. So that's a very dense episode. But I hope you check it out because I think this is going to be a great My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy season. That's it. Until next time, stay wavy and keep it loopy. Cheers.